Things Radio. Strange Things Radio. Strange Things Radio.
Strange Things Radio, yeah, we're talking Strange Things Radio. Gotta listen, gotta listen, gotta listen. Strange Things Radio, yeah. Strange Things Radio. Gobble, gobble's right around the corner. Gonna bathe in the gravy, yeah. Gobble, gobble. Gobble, gobble. Yeah. Dude, well, come on. Jen puts candy corn in front of me. I'm several pieces in, and I can feel that sudden rush of sugar, my friend. Strange Things Radio here on a paranormal. Screwed it up right away. See? Para-XR flag station.
ParaXRadioNetwork.com.
Well, dude, then why didn't you sit there and say it instead of me? I mean, you know.
You're doing a fine job.
Okay, whatever. I'm going to have another piece. So, how you doing, brother, man?
Doing good.
Now, usually people look forward to the weekend. You know, they're just like, okay, we got things we're going to do. We're going to have some fun. You, my friend, are going to have to work tomorrow
And Sunday.
Now, I have to go in, too, just for about 4 or 5 hours, but that's no big deal. For the most part, nobody will be there. I'll get my job done and get the hell out of there. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Isn't that the way to do it, James?
That would be.
Now, you, on the other hand, are going to be driving all over the state of Florida, okay? When you go through Orlando, can you pick me up some of those mouse ears? I got some nephews and nieces that need some mouse ears. I figure if we can get the cheap brand now. So it's what, 15, 20 minutes out of Orlando? You got those little shacks on the side that sell the Disney stuff. They're not afraid for Disney to come after them, right? They're in the, a county, other county. But anyway, get me 4 or 5 of those, will you please?
All right.
Anyway, so what's going on, man?
Just, trying to survive this crazy.
Folks, do you know what we did today?
Oh, yeah.
Me and the James. I get a call from James. He's like, hey, Eric, when you say I never call you when I'm about ready to make a trip, and all I could hear in the back of my mind was wings and things. Wings and things. He goes, hey, want to go and make wings and things? I'm like, I'll see you at 1:30. So he gets there before orders. I get in there, it was perfect. We sat there and shot the crap and ate wings and fries and drank. I think I had a couple of sodas. I think I made about 4 or 5 trips to the corporate urinal and did my duty. So, James, you're not saying anything. What's going on? Are you tired? I'm tired too, bro.
I'm tired too. But I was just trying to find some strange things in the news.
Well, yeah, but that's the second half hour.
I know,
man.
but I like to prepare for the second hour. We're supposed to have this prepared before we even start the show. And, as normal, we're not. So, and I was scrambling the last 3 or 4 hours trying to set up tomorrow's day. I got to line up what house they want to see. Can we get into the house? It's just like...
I just got to tell you, man, your gray in the beard is much more pronounced. I'm just saying. And I don't mean that in a
no. It's
I don't mean that in a bad way. And Jen always seems to be smiling at you and giving you those eyes, so... She must dig it. So
no, she hates it.
I don't believe it.
All right, yeah, she doesn't. Lily doesn't. They don't like my beard.
She's right back at me.
Yeah.
I think, first of all, it's kind of a cross between a psychologist and, mountain man. I picture your shotgun. Well, here, in a couple weeks, you are going to be turned into a mountain man for a while, right? Folks, James,
this is true.
Being the family / Brady / Cunningham / whatever you put it there. He is a family. Don't you ever do that again. That right there. That is prohibited. So
I'm sorry.
Kind of keep kind of do it through your schnoz. All right, just that would just don't open your eyes. Oh, dude, you're making a smoke sound. What is she going to grab you with smoke?
This is food from the hand to the mouth.
Oh.
And
look at it.
Here it comes. And there it is.
Oh, man. James, she
Hot
got you 4
cookies.
cookies. Wow. Unbelievable, James. I don't talk cookie, okay? What you were like, I'm like, okay. All right, folks, what I'm doing right now is I'm reaching for the cookie, and oh my gosh, they're soft. Dude, oh my, I'm just going to try
Soft
one
one.
real quick. Oh man, she can make a cookie. She can make a cookie. Dude, oh my gosh. That is so good.
This 30 minutes episode presented by Cookies. I don't
No.
know.
You went in the right
Cook-
direction. I
Cookies
mean,
by Mom.
no, cookies by my mama. Go ahead, man. Go ahead, you animal. Listen, you know what? The animals are going to be surrounding your tent, wondering, what the hell are those two doing in that tent? Watch Bigfoot. Bigfoot be on the outside. I don't know. I'm kind of looking forward to it. So James is going to go on take his whole family on a camping trip.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's cool. Where you going, bro?
Northern part of Tallahassee. But I got to go give Dukes
Dude.
the infamous
Bone. Dude, this is the thing. I didn't know Tallahassee had, like, forests and stuff. I mean, I thought it was getting towards... Isn't that getting up towards Louisiana? So I think a lot of swamp and stuff. Not, And let's face it, Bigfoot have an adverse reaction to swampy water. That's been proven, James. You know that, don't you?
Don't we know the big
The big what, James? Well, look
Bigfoot?
who... Wait,
the big-
stop.
Hold on.
Look
Okay.
who just dropped in. Oh my gosh, woman, where have you been? I've asked James, I'm like, James, where's she been? What's going on? Where's Tina Marie? And where is she? Tina Miami. I go, Tina Marie. Tina Miami. Where is she? She pops in. If I could give you a long distance, I would. I'm glad to see you. How are you? You don't contact us anymore. Both James and I are like, where is she? Where is she? I'm like, James, did you piss her off the last time you saw her in Orlando? What'd you do, James? What'd you do? What'd you scare her or something? James?
No.
James.
What? But
I gotta get a laser, don't I? I gotta get a laser, and then and
that's
it
a
just
good idea. And you can, I'm like, oh, what's that?
Yeah. I don't think so. So yeah, and then of
Well-
course the engineer, dude. I gotta say something. You are funny, man. I mean, I'm just saying. That's me. Okay. I mean, it's just one of those things. Man, I could feel a sugar rush right now, James. I'm serious. Now watch. In about an hour, I'm gonna be like, yeah, it was. There was a ghost and Bigfoot, and After I start to get that crash.
Yeah. All right.
This guy's unbelievable, folks. We do our show. What does he do? He's eating. He's checking out his phone. He's giving his dog a bone. Giving a dog a bone. Nobody would remember that tune. Okay. Nobody. So I think we're safe. Sorry. So, James, what's going on, man? Was your work cool? I mean, was your week good?
Oh, yeah, it was pretty good.
Nope.
But I've been staying busy because, trying to round
It's
up.
that time of the year, man.
Well, the thing is, it slows down for real estate per se, so I'm out mining. You know what I'm saying? I'm on the database, calling people, trying to get the people who I do have in the pipeline to get moving. So it's been a lot of...
Yeah, but you know what, bro? This is a sweet thing, okay? You're your own boss, right? You are your own boss that's putting a hell of a lot of frickin' mileage on a car that's, what, less than a year old? James.
Oh, I'm reading what they said in the
I
chat
asked
room.
you,
and
what'd
I
they say? What'd they say? Wonder what that would be, a sugar rush? Not cookie. Well, yeah.
AC/DC
No,
call.
Kat, you got to understand. I'm having, Jen gave me some candy corn, and dude, now, are you really going to? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I thought you were snagging them. I thought you were, listen, AC/DC called. See, Kat's cool. She knew it, didn't you, Kat? You knew that, man. All right, wait a minute. Let's see. I got to get the chat room down so I can see everybody. Okay. So yeah. So
Yeah, no, it was a good week. I mean, so we were kind of rushed today about what we want to talk about.
I know where is Gen Z? Tina. I'm wondering too. She's been like the last couple weeks. She hasn't been here, but you know what? She still takes care of the site. Did you see that, James?
Oh yeah.
She's constantly posting. So, what about coming and hanging with us, Gen Z? Wait, AWO. AWO. American Women's Organization? AWO. Was that like AWOL? AWOL? Yeah, that's exactly what it is. I should have brought my glasses too. Right, Kat. She's AWOL.
So, you know what? Sometimes you get so busy. So was it last? Folks, I apologize for the timeline, but was it last Sunday
When?
that the shooter in the church?
Oh my gosh, dude. Sometimes you wish you could just forget things, because it was just so horrible. And then people tell you, now you start to more of the stories come out, people that actually were there and witnessed it and saw what happened. Dude, I can't understand how people can still say there is no devil, there is no Satan, there are no demons, there are no evil spirits in this world. You can't say that. And you can't say that possession is a falsehood, that possession doesn't exist. You can't become possessed by a demon. I mean, listen, I don't believe humanity, even the worst of humanity, has it inside of them to go in with a gun and seek out the children that are crying. He's pointing at the kids that are crying, wanting to kill the children that are crying. To me, the guy was, at that moment, just all up in it, he was possessed by a demonic spirit that said, do it. You'll feel better. Do it.
But that's...
I know.
Problem with here's my problem with that theory. Not saying that theory could not happen at some point.
How could you? I don't
But
know, man.
here's the problem. By doing that, though, you do remove the possibility that it could be just a truly psychic break. And I don't think...
Psychic or psycho? You said psychic.
I
call me now for a free read.
No, not psychic. Like,
You said psycho. Who's psycho?
right, but isn't there another word? Cause
Psychotic?
Psychotic.
Okay.
Psychotic break?
Yeah.
I think that's what I'm looking for. There's not enough...
Schizophrenic? That he's nuts?
Yeah, but the problem is there's not enough mental health in the military. They don't like to talk about it. People, PS... I always get that mixed up, too.
PST. Post-traumatic stress disorder. PTSD.
Right.
Had to think about it, man.
I know. Sorry.
Go ahead. What?
So there's not enough talk about it. There's not enough talk about mental anxieties, flashbacks, stuff that can trigger this kind of reaction.
Dude, are you hearing about his life, man? He was like Damien from the Omen. Okay.
Right. So he had. I haven't heard all of it.
He tortured dogs. He broke a stepson head, or fractured his skull.
So there's definitely mental issues there.
Not mental, evil.
But you have to be careful about saying that, only because that's just an easier way out of saying everyone who's psychic must have the demon in them or the devil in them. And that's what happened in the 14th, 15th century when people were having serious psychological problems. They just called it, demon possessed.
James, did you hear what I said?
I did hear you.
He took the gun and sought out the kids that were crying, that were screaming in fear. He got a thrill out of killing those little kids. That, to me, is proof positive. It was demonically inspired. It was basically a demon just exercising his will through this guy because this guy opened up. He was so full of hate. And I'm going to be glad when it's a year from now, 2 years from now, when I can't think about this. All I can say is those 26 people that were shot and killed, do you think they're mourning right now? Do you think they're sad right now? From my belief system, they are in perfect comfort, perfect glory. And this guy that killed them, He is in the most unbelievable, horrific environment, just being laughed at. That you fool! Look where you're going to be forever in darkness. I mean, I'm just saying.
Well, see, Kate had a good point. She said some people get off on people's pain. They think it gives them power, and that's true. There's groups of people who are into that kind of. Yeah, they feel they hurt others. It gives them a sense of control.
Now wait, Kat says free will. I'm not saying that the demon forced him to do it. He just possessed him and put in his mind thoughts of hatred.
Well, I don't know. So, that's possession,
so he's
isn't that
making
more influenced. Would be a better word.
Okay, all right, fine, but still,
because the possession sounds like it took full control. You're possessed. You have no will, no trust. I think now, could there be a?
James. It was outright evil. Evil.
I agree there. I'm just
Okay.
saying that I think it's more of an influence, and the person has to be open to that influence. And I think with his, there are some people who are naturally mean, or have a tendency to be mean, rough. I mean, torturous.
Not like that, bro. I mean, come
No,
on.
I mean, look at Hitler.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
People say he was demon possessed. I mean, come on. He was into the occult. I mean, a hardcore occult. And I know that's probably the wrong thing to say on our
It says, but a
flagship
shooter
because a
from
lot
another-
of people are into that. And I'm not saying one way or another. I'm just saying that's what they got into.
See, but a shooter from another religion is a terrorist, not a demon-possessed shooter.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. That person also is demon possessed.
Do you think-
Anybody that can point a gun at somebody has at that moment is being influenced by something evil, an evil spirit. I'm not saying that spirit is forcing him to pull that trigger or make that decision to pull the trigger. It's just there is an intense influence, and he's succumbing to that influence. And the product is this is James, and I hate to sit there and say this, but you know what went through my mind when I heard about that, and I just sat there and mourned all those poor people, but knowing that they were in heaven. I sat there and thought, now there'd probably be a lot of people that in a month, 2 months, whatever, would like to go in and investigate a place like that, thinking that there would be 26.
Well, there's talk that they're going to destroy the church.
Really?
Yeah, I think I heard that today.
Would they really?
I mean, yeah, let me see. Mass shooting.
I mean, I would think.
What's the name of the place in? I see the mountain.
Some Springs. I can't remember. But you put Texas church shooting. Google it, and that's going to bring it up. So
Right.
you'll.
And then,
But oh my gosh, what a horrible place, man. I mean, a horrible place. What a horrible place to be when something like that would happen. And you got to understand, if you know church, small town churches. I mean, they were Baptist. There was a lot of singing. There was a lot of praying. They were in the moment. They were worshiping their God, and somebody went in and committed an act of evil, but in actuality, the victims of that evil are now in perfect paradise. So that's my 2 cents.
I'm trying to find it. I heard it today on your favorite channel, which I happened to be clicking through and stopped on it. Torn down. I'm looking it up, folks. Torn down. Two.
No, Cat. Now, I must have said something that really got under Cat's crawl. Check it out, man.
Oh, wow.
I mean, she's giving it to me good tonight, man. Come on, Cat. No. Those guys were possessed. We're being influenced. I don't get that. Never heard you say the guys on 9/11 planes were.
No.
Just pointing out.
Tina Marie, who does a lot of ghost hunting.
And we dig her. And we're
says-
so glad that she's back.
She said no self-respecting ghost hunter would go and ride away. That's just wrong. We've talked about that before.
Yeah.
What is the
What
correct
was the bar in Orlando? What was
Pulse?
it? What was it?
Pulse.
The Pulse nightclub?
Yeah.
We talked about that, man.
Thank you, Cece.
You think the
Sutherland Springs.
You think the owners ever go in there at night? I don't know, man.
So
Sutherland Springs.
So
She's always up on it.
yeah, she's Frank Pomeroy, pastor of the First Baptist Church in Southern Springs, told Southern Baptist Convention leaders that holding service at the church would be too difficult from the following the massacre. That he expressed desire that perhaps the best way to have the church demolished and replace it with a prayer garden. I think it's a good idea.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then
I see guest 9440 out there. Eric. I think I know who that is, man.
So,
what's up, brother?
Very sad that happened.
Yeah, it is, man.
And the sad part is,
it hasn't even been a week.
Here's something that I'm realizing, too. When the Pulse one came out, it was all over the news all day long.
Oh, wait, it's Ashley. Thinking that James just like, will you stop? I know, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Who's Ashley?
The girl I work with. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. So this is a Eric fan.
Go ahead.
No.
What you were saying.
What? So remember when? Okay, first thing, remember we were on the air, and I think
we were on the air that night.
No, it happened Sunday.
Was that Sunday?
I thought it was Sunday.
No, you know who we were on the end? That girl, that singer. What was her name? What was the girl that was shot in Orlando?
Well, I was thinking about France.
What was it? The teeny girl, the teeny bopper girl.
From
Cece, where are you?
Dang it.
What was her name?
I don't remember. She was from the TV show.
Damn.
Voice. The Voice.
Yes.
But here's the crazy. So
go ahead.
So France happened, right, and the world went crazy, right, putting up the French flag, the French colors, the whole thing. So then, and the same thing with Sandy Hook. You know what I'm saying? Days and days. But did you notice something that happened in this one?
What was that?
We barely talked about it.
Oh, wow, James. James, that's awesome. That's awesome that you see that you see it. You know why?
Because it's happening so much, it's becoming passe.
I don't know, man.
Which is really sad.
I think maybe it's just because, well, they're Christians. They don't care.
No. But so look what happened.
There it is, Christina Griemme.
Griemme, that's right.
Remember, James? Who was it? I think it was Cece. Wasn't it you that came on and sat there and said, shooting in Orlando, blah, blah, blah?
Yeah.
I think it was Cece that did that, I think.
I think, not that so much as Christians. And because look what happened in the group up with that white boy who shot up all those black Christians in the church. We talked about that forever.
Dylan.
Right.
Dylan.
And that's what sparked the whole thing with because he had a Confederate flag behind him, and that's a whole new thing.
I don't get that, man. I'm sorry.
But here's the thing. It's only been a week. And every news, we saw a little bit about it. We heard a little bit on the news, but it hasn't been the crazy blow up. So is it because
there's got to be a reason?
Well, think about it. Look what happened over at Las Vegas. They spent a week and more on that.
Yeah.
We've all moved past that. This now's happened. It's like it's becoming so commonplace. Like, oh man, another one, huh? Hey, what's for dinner? And so it's not even a shock anymore. It's not even like, oh,
James, do you remember when we were talking about that? About some of these mass shootings, terrorism. We were talking about that. We talked about, what would be the one day of the year where a lot of people are in malls, are in stores?
Yeah.
What day, folks? Anybody know what day? The one day when you're just like the stores are packed. One day. Black Friday. So,
but it's getting away from that.
If you were going to try and pull off some sort of a terrorist attack, how about Black Friday? When a mall is just jammed. Or, James, I don't know. I haven't been in a mall in a while.
No one has.
Hanukkah. Yeah, Hanukkah. On Hanukkah. Can you imagine? To lash out at Jews? Yeah. Hanukkah? But I'm thinking like Black Friday. The stores are packed. I mean, malls. I haven't been to a mall in a long time, but I can imagine it's just packed.
Man, really?
You don't think so?
I just heard today on CNBC News, it's called the mall effect, that the stores that used to be corners, you know how you had a mall on the east, like on each corner had a big store.
Yeah.
It was a Sears or a Belk Lindsay. I know I'm going back a little bit.
Belk Lindsay, oh my gosh.
Burdines or Nordstrom's. Or, one
Damn,
of those.
James, did you do a lot of shopping?
No, I'm just trying to think.
Those aren't like Kmart's and Walmart's either. Those were nice stores.
But they're all going down because it's called the mall effect. No one's doing malls.
Why wouldn't you sit there and say that's more of an Amazon thing?
It's exactly what it is. It's an online.
Oh, by the way, James, you're always into being high tech. Would you allow Amazon to put a lock on your door, and when you're at work, when you are at work, they just come, unlock the door, come in, put their little package, and walk out? I don't think so, honey. You know they're going to the fridge and going, well, we had lasagna last night.
There's a camera. It comes with a camera, and then I think you have to get your own locks, the Bluetooth lock system for the door itself, which is now the locking companies are putting those out more and more. They're about $350. I'm looking at doing one for mine, and because usually instead of having
you let somebody in?
Well, here's the thing: there's a one-time key. He opens it, puts it in. There's a camera that takes a picture of him, and then you close it. And believe it or not, the door time. They're allowed a certain amount of door time. But do you know where they're starting the trial period at for that?
Right.
Siesta Key. Or Longboat Key.
Really?
Yep, Longboat Key wants to be one of the first cities to do it.
Well, this is the thing, folks. If you're not familiar with Florida, Longboat Key is like one of the most beautiful keys that we have on the west coast of Florida, I think. You can't talk like well, I love Siesta Key. I mean, I really love Siesta Key. The only problem is trying to find a parking spot is like ridiculous.
Well, here's the thing.
But Longboat is where a lot of
very high end,
rich people.
But there's only two ways onto that key.
Yeah.
Right. So what happens is cops literally sit at the entrance,
the entrance,
either or
on the other side of the bridge, right from Bradenton Beach, and then from Sarasota coming from Lido Key.
Right.
And they just hang out there. And you know what? If you're 1 mile over the speed limit, you get a ticket. Well, also, folks, come on. They need to raise the tax revenue.
They have there's a Longboat Key. Kind of like, folks, when you have a parking permit for like downtown and you park in a certain garage, you have a little garage ticket, and that charges you probably $50 a month, thing, or whatever. Well, if you don't have a parking pass for Longboat Key, when you go over that thing, they will follow you. They'll follow you. And if you try to pull, they want to see who's on their island. Because it's a key, but a key really is an island.
But you know what, though? The beaches suck. And I'll tell you why they suck. You go out 2 feet and suddenly you're in the depths. That's the only thing I don't like about Longboat Key.
Yeah.
Their beaches, you go out, but you go, 1, 2, 3, 4 steps and you're up to your waist. Now, I'm sorry, folks. Prime Shark Place. Just saying. Dude, were you going to do that, son? I think that's copyrighted, folks. It is 10:28, of course. We went past our break because we're yapping. We're going to take a real quick break and be back, so grab your snackage and your drinky poo-poo, and we'll see you on the backside. Strange Things Radio. Hello, strangelings. Hello, strangelings. Hello, strangelings. I'm so jacked up on sugar. Sorry, folks. You might have picked the wrong night to hang out because
You know what that sounded
Uncle
like?
E is getting a little bit silly. What?
For you said you picked the wrong night. So
Yeah.
just like Jack.
Jack, be nimble. You know I'm nimble. At least
No,
the ladies know
the
I'm
Shining,
nimble.
the Shining.
Oh gosh,
Jack. The
Nichol-
actor.
Nicholas.
I just
Nicholson.
couldn't-
Did I
Jack
say Nicholas?
Yes, Jack Nicholson. You said for a little bit it had that little sounded like it. I was like,
Dude,
wow.
that is one of those movies that it was well made. You know, I mean, well, first of all, James, would you, if given the opportunity, do what they did?
Stay in the hotel
Yeah.
during the winter with no one there.
With no one there, no way to get out, no nothing.
I don't think so.
I'm thinking as long as they had enough Diet Cherry Dr. Pepper, okay,
Listen,
plenty of T-bones.
I spent a week by myself here.
Mm.
Let's see, hold it. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 10 days. And, well, you know what happened to me. Oh, I got sick and all went ballistic.
Oh my gosh!
But that was just in my little house.
Yeah.
Can you imagine just a monster place like that? I mean, not
a
getting sick.
monstrous hotel. The only problem is they took the liquor. Now I would have sat there and said, "You want me to stay here?"
Well, the problem, here's the thing. If
They
you've
said
read-
it was insurance. Remember? Well, by law, we can't keep the.
The reason they did that because originally, if you read the books, the first book, the guy, I don't know what his name and the character is, but he had a drinking problem.
Jack was his name. Jack. What Jack? What was it? Remember when he puts his face
Johnny.
in? Johnny. So
Here's
here's Johnny. Yeah.
So, so he had
I
a
could
drinking
not,
problem.
and I'm with Kat. I could do snowed in inside a huge house full of food and booze. Me too, Kat. Now the only
that's
thing
not a
is,
house.
yeah,
That's a
but
hotel.
but you know what? I have to have electricity. I have to have heat, and damn it, there better be a satellite dish because I want to have a little TV. I'm sorry, man. I got to check my TV out, right, Kat? Come on, man.
So
Come
I
on.
read this.
For Christmas. Could you imagine, bro?
That movie would be
Bing
running.
Crosby playing in outdoor speakers. Or what was it? What was it? Nat King Chestnuts, right? Nat King Cole, wasn't it? I mean, come on, man, playing that with the snow, dude. If you do that one more time, I'm throwing a chocolate chip at you. Yeah, but see, that stuff's contagious. Wait, it was Jack. All work and no play make Jack a dull boy. So his name was Jack. See? She
Right.
just gave you the line.
Right.
Man,
And
there's
guess where
furniture, fireplaces.
Where was he standing when he said that?
I think he was standing at the front door.
No, the bar, and that he was being
Oh, yeah,
served
yeah,
liquor.
yeah.
Even though there wasn't supposed to be any liquor.
Right.
The guy, right.
Well, didn't they hear people in it? It was like a ballroom, right? It was a ballroom with a bar.
Right, and he would go in there, and they would serve him.
Dude,
Like,
if they had a sound system, I would be jamming. And James, far be it from me to sit there and brag a little bit, but I'm just saying, give me some disco, some shoes, and a partner, and her and I are going to tear it up. I'm just saying. I mean, I'm not, I did, like, inspire Travolta. You knew that, don't you? Even though I was from Chicago, he was, for that guy's from New York. I mean, a young boy into disco, knew how to dance. Dude, do you want listen? True story. In high school, I wore a lime green leisure suit with a pair of Nikes.
I can see that all
Like
day.
a freak. And I thought, I'm strutting, dude. I'm strutting in. And people are like, nice Nikes. Of course, I had to sit there and go on the phone. Ma, bring me those high tops. I forgot. Dude, you didn't. Please, man.
What was wrong with Nike?
What?
You said bring me the high tops.
Yeah,
What
the
wrong-
high tops. You don't platform shoes? Dude,
No,
you never
dude.
had a pair of plaid. Now you're freaking lying,
No,
man.
here's what I had.
You had a pair of plaid
No,
foam shoes.
either
Don't
they
even
were-
sit there and
either
say
I
that you
had
didn't,
Kmart
man.
shoes, because that's what my mom would
Please.
buy. Or,
Was there any other store?
well, and then I saved my own money and bought my own pair of Nikes. Okay, true story. It's nothing to do with paranormal, but hey, this is our show. We can talk
Joe's
about it.
right. Yeah, Travolta's from New Jersey.
So, in the 7th grade, I wanted my own pair of leather Nikes. My mom wasn't going to spend the money on that. So I saved up my money.
Dude, they were $40.
Yeah, I know. Because it took me I got $9.60 a week for my paper route job. It took me almost 2 months to save the money to buy those leather Nike shoes.
Yeah, but you washed them every Friday,
No.
didn't you? You didn't wash them? You didn't take a washcloth and keep them nice?
I wiped them down.
Please,
But
man.
guess
Oh.
what happened in about 3 weeks after I owned them?
Winter hit.
No, someone stole them.
How?
Because we went to PE, so we would go to
Oh,
the locker
you
rooms.
left them in your
I,
locker.
had a locker. I
Dude.
took them off. Now, mind you, I went to a private school.
The- I-
but the
that's
thing is,
fine,
the
man.
kids there would all wear Nikes
Always
and
had a
polos,
lock.
and they
Always.
had Izons.
Izod's polos,
well,
yeah.
well,
Polos,
the thing
Izod's.
is my locker
the women had their Jordache,
and
Calvin Klein,
Sassoon.
Sassoon, ooh, chic.
So-
isn't it sad the guys remember the brands of jeans that women wore?
I wore the junky shoes to PE because I didn't want to hurt my Nikes. Somebody stole them.
Freddie,
I remember crying.
it was
because-
probably Freddie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
But I
did you?
never got another pair
Oh, my
until 2 or 3 years
gosh.
later. But because my mom was like, I am not spending $40-something for a pair of shoes. With
I
a
bet
perfectly good pair right there at
I
Kmart
bet-
for $5.99.
Now, be honest. Weren't you looking at everybody's feet like for the next 6 weeks?
Oh, yeah.
Wanting to know who stole them. Dude,
I
it had
think
to be
so. You know
somebody
what?
in your gym class.
Well, I think
Wouldn't it be terrible if it was a freaking teacher?
I think somebody took them and threw them away because they did stuff like that then.
Throw your shoes away.
Yeah, because they
Come
were
on,
mean,
bro.
They were. I would.
Those
I
were,
hadn't-
dude. Those $40, and they were all leather. They were so nice, man. I
the,
love.
but
Now
the problem
What?
that back then with those kids, they were rich. They had no problems, to them. I mean, I always wanted an Izod cert. I never got one because they're too expensive. I wanted a real polo with a little polo thing on it. Because back then it was like $60 or $70 for one polo cert. I couldn't afford that.
Check it. She's like, Izod's a big deal. I have an Izod jacket. Never knew. I got a members only.
I wanted one too.
How many people can say they have a members only jacket? Not too many people. And a coat, a thick coat. Man, it says members only. You know what? I'm embarrassed to tears to wear it now, man. Because people are going to be saying, call the 80s. They lost their apparel. I mean, their apparel called. I mean, come on, man.
But you know what's funny?
What?
I watch a lot of CNBC news. A lot of news. You know what the biggest problem they're having right now with like Nike, Under Armour, Adidas, all those? The kids don't care about brand names anymore. Now, Alex, he still likes to stick with his Nikes, but the kids don't.
Things change. Now, see, look at Cat. PF Flyers. Did you ever hear of PF Flyers? What are those?
Yeah, Flyers. I don't know.
Were those like flat tops? I mean, I'm trying to remember. We remember PF Flyers. We got to look that up, man.
Yeah, Flyers. Converse were big too back then, but Converse
are big now. What are you talking about?
But they were-
especially if you see like high school kids, they wear the different colors.
Well,
I
but
have
back
people
then,
that I
though-
work with.
But
that-
see, back then Converse were kind of like the lesser brand, or all Converse. Get Nike. Now Converse are just as good in the name, but kids don't care about name brands. They really don't.
Night, I'm shopping at 7 a.m. Thank you for stopping by, Ash. I'm so glad that you stopped by and hope you
looked
had
up
fun.
PF Flyers.
Hope you had fun. I'm going to be in tomorrow. You got it. Have fun shopping and give them a smile. You'll get a better tip. Nighty-night. So, anyway. PF Flyers competed with Keds in the 60s. I didn't know that. Keds. Wait a minute. Why does that name ring a bell?
Because it was a shoe brand.
Well, wasn't there a place called Kinney Shoes?
Yes.
Kinney. I remember back in the day when I went to school, these shoe to wear was Portofino's. Okay, he never come on.
What about Hush Puppies?
They were also I remember penny loafers. I freaking love penny loafers. My gosh, after a while, you know what? With the one thing about penny loafers, when you get them good and stretched and they conform to your feet, you can wear them without socks and it doesn't matter, man. I mean, they're so freaking comfortable. Yeah, and I put a penny in there. Yeah, I'm a nerd.
So
I did.
Afro said, smiling. So Hush Puppies. My next door neighbor was the president of Hush Puppies. So guess who got sues all the time from Hush Puppies?
You?
Yeah, but no decent teenager would want to wear Hush Puppies.
Red Ball Keds. I'm trying to picture those Red Ball Keds. Were they literally red? I mean, were the Keds the ones with the patches on the side?
I think they had, but so did Converse. They had a little patch.
Hey, James, I got one thing to say.
PF Flyers did too.
Ghost, Bigfoot, UFO, Nessie, spiritualism. What are we going to do, folks? I'm sorry we go off the rails here at Strange Things Radio. Because why, James? We talk about anything weird and strange, and now it seems nostalgic. Okay, we get nostalgic. We're talking about, Red Ball Keds and Hush Puppies and blah, 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 blah.
So
there it is. What is that? Johnny Guest. PF Flyers. I'm almost afraid to. I could see them, man. They were cool looking shoes.
All right.
So
Anyway, let's do some strange things in the news.
Let's talk for strange things in the news, folks. I thought that was a ticker tape. No, that's not what it was called. It wasn't a ticker tape. What was it called? Where they tick a tape? Where the tape comes out?
Come out?
It was a ticking tape. Ticker tape.
Forget the name thing.
Only us, James.
I know.
Ticker tape or ticker tape. We'll just do a ticker tape.
This one is about, if you guys didn't hear, I think it's kind of interesting, Uber, which matches the name Goober.
Still never did. Still never did that. Still have never done an Uber. Never.
Well, according to Uber, partners with NASA ahead of a flying taxi incentive.
Wait, hold on, Kat. Johnny Quest, wasn't that a cartoon?
Oh yeah.
She's like Johnny Quest. You don't remember that? Yeah, but I didn't. Well, how can a cartoon wear shoes like that? Did you just do a freaking Scooby? You did, and you weren't trying to. You were just like, I mean, really, James? Dude, lay off the cookies, man. You're going to have to get a metformin real quick, and I didn't bring a freaking syringe full of insulin, so I'm in trouble, my friend. Go ahead.
All right, so it's in April. Uber.
Uber? You just said Uber. Like we're at a freaking Greek wedding. Oompa. Okay.
Well, I almost went a little further.
Easy.
Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory.
Dude. Oh, you know what? I could relate to Augusta Gloop. I'm just telling you that right now. Remember, was it his dad who ate the microphone? I mean, what the hell?
So, 4-person riding flights won't be coming out anytime soon, but Holden said there are plans to demo coming in Los Angeles in 2020. Uber also announces Dallas, Texas, and Dubai as other partner cities. So they're working with this. It looks like a gigantic drone with a little a little helicopter, with a little,
like a hovercraft.
Yeah,
but it goes higher.
Right, and then it's going to hold 4 people. It's going to launch off and zoop. And
well, here's the thing. When you told me this, I immediately thought of the roads, rules of the road, bridges, underpasses, tunnels. How are these things going to get? Are they going to bypass?
Yeah, they're going to go up. They're going to fly. I mean,
all right. When you talk like that, you know what I think of? Back to the Future 2. Remember the flying DeLorean?
Oh, yeah.
Every time I think that, so are you going to have roads in the sky? I don't think they really ever, describe that. All I remember, you can be a high flyer. Remember that was a line from the movie when we were talking about converting your car to a hovercraft?
Yeah.
I kind of dig it, man. If you could go over water, that'd be cool, man.
Well, I mean,
remember
the video they show, is a little, it looks like a plane with little on the edge of the wings are these propellers, and it's going to vertically go up.
How high though?
Oh, we're talking. Think about how like in New York they have helicopter rides,
right?
Same thing. You go up there, you probably jump.
I know,
on
bro, but how high? Oh. How high are they gonna have roads? Are they gonna have roads for flying cars? Are
Yeah,
I mean,
I
are
mean,
there
right
going to
now
be
they-
rules to the road? And like I said, tunnels.
They've applied for the FAA for a license, and they're probably carving out some kind of system where it goes up probably. Let's see, what's the typical skyscraper size? I don't know, 500 feet?
Dude, would you want to go up 500 feet in a flying car?
Yeah.
No, hell no. Maybe about 20, 25 feet will be fine with me.
No, you can't do that. That's not high enough.
What are you talking about? Well, you still run into the problem of bridges and overpasses.
That's why
and
at 500 feet, you're above all that.
I guess
You go up
man.
there, it's automated, so no one's driving it. and
What
so
if you?
it's-
Okay, so,
so
what if you want to have a convertible and you get hit in the face with a bird? I'm just saying, man. That'd be pretty.
I don't think they're
I'm-
going to make them convertibles, but
you don't think they make convertibles? I
No.
think that'd be awesome, man. Come on. All right, but 500 feet's a little high. I think that's a little high.
you think so?
I'm thinking 100 feet. Well,
No, because 100 feet doesn't even
Right,
look
as
at the
long-
overpasses barely are 50 feet.
how many overpasses are 100 feet tall?
They're 50.
Are they 50?
I would think so.
I thought they were more like 26, 30 feet.
Yeah,
I mean, isn't the clearance? What's the typical clearance is about 20 feet, right? You know, for the are you googling what's a typical clearance for like what's the tallest vehicle really that's
18
on,
feet, right?
no, the tallest vehicle that
Right,
we have
that's
on
what
a
I'm
road.
Yeah, like
It's
16.
it's a semi, right?
Right.
A semi is the tallest, even taller than a bus. So I would think if you're going to have a flying car, it would almost have to fly over a road, okay, and stay above the overpasses. You know, and what if you have tunnels? There's tunnels in this area, in the area of the country.
So it says through urban areas, at least one route should have 16 feet clearances, signs supporting and pedestrian.
13.6 is what is engineer says. 13.6.
13.6.
So
Okay.
I mean, all right,
That's not very. That's not. I mean.
okay,
Yeah.
all right. I'll say, how about 50 feet?
50 feet.
50
okay,
feet.
yeah.
Okay. And there are certain areas that you can't fly. So you would almost have. And what about going cross country? Would they allow
Well, no,
going cross country?
No. Well, these are going to be more like an hour and a half flight total. So you go from like
hour and a half. So
Yeah.
how fast are these things going to go?
They didn't
Dude,
say.
they shouldn't. I mean, I don't know. Bro.
There's a lot.
I
There's
don't-
going to be a lot of questions involved, but I think
by 2020, bro, that's right around the corner. That's 2 years.
right. But they're saying they're going to start.
Did you hear about the first bus or the first semi tractor that was automated that they sat there and the first trip it had an accident, dude? I'll tell you right now, that's the kind of stuff that scares me, man. When I'm on the road, have you ever seen those semis that have about 4 or 5 like cabooses?
Yeah, they're piggybacking.
Yeah, and
Yep.
it's just like, and you know, and you see how usually the tail kind of goes back and forth, dude. It's a scary. Wait, what's the vector, Victor? CC's been hitting the bottle. At least 100 miles an hour in the air, probably. Okay, I could go at 100 miles an hour. That'd be fine.
I do that in my car myself all the time.
James, I wouldn't admit that because Jen's in the other room.
She does it all the time too. She's like, "Oh crap, I got to come off this." Because what happens
100
is,
miles an hour, James.
what-
Come on, man.
dude, after the show, if you want to go for a spin,
No, that's all right. I'm
the Honda
fine.
Accord, you go 90, you don't even realize you're speeding.
That's why they call them wiggy wagons. Yeah, but engineer, if you get behind one, don't you try hard as hell to pass the damn thing? I don't want to be around that thing. Hell no. My biggest fear is a semi-tire blowing and hitting you in the damn windshield doing 80 miles an hour. Oh, my gosh, man. Just the thought of it is just like, ugh. Anyway, so, but what else, James? Come on, talk to me, man. You had a whole bunch of strange things in the news. We're about 4 minutes out. Wait, my dad used to do 180 on his bike. Fred, I got to tell you, that's nuts. I mean, that's nuts. Who the hell would do 180 now? I know that's your papa, but do you ever say, hey, Dad, really? 180 miles an hour? Now, if you were to sit there and tell me that you sat on the back of his bike, I'd have to tip my headphones to you just to say that that's like, he had one of the fastest stock bikes out there in 2010.
Was it? Oh, let me see. Let me guess what it is.
I'll say it's a Yamaha.
No.
What?
It's a
Do they even make Yamahas anymore?
yeah.
I remember
it's,
I wanted a Honda 70 when I was a kid.
Dang it! I know what it's a Hibachi.
And you know what, engineer? You're right, man. The old timers hardly ever crashed.
Yep.
And most of them back then, they didn't wear helmets, did they? I mean, not you know,
Hibachi. See, I had it right.
Kawasaki.
Do you see that?
Hey, Hayabusa?
Hayabusa. Yep. They make.
Wait, isn't that stuff that has bacteria that helps your inner stomach with digestion and stuff? That's kabusa. That's kombucha.
Hayabusis. They make.
Ladies and gentlemen,
seriously
here on
fast
Strange Things Radio, we do like to every now and then throw a health tip in. So if you're having a hard time going poo poo, you just sit there and take kabuche. What was that? 3 minutes?
No.
James, 3 0 30. Oh, in 30 seconds? Oh, you're saying, well, dude, I'm wondering, you're juggling now. Oh, you're hanging yourself? All right, folks. I don't know what the hell James is saying, but I think he's sitting there telling me we need to take a break.
No.
So,
I'm
what?
just trying to tell you something else.
What? I didn't hang myself. What are you talking about?
At our break. So, what are we going to talk about tonight?
What, dude, this is the thing. We're going to talk about the military.
Yes.
And some of the strangeness of the military.
Dirty secrets of the Korean War.
Ooh, yeah. Oof.
Because my dad served in the Korean War, which wasn't actually a war. It was actually a conflict. They never declared it as a war. A lot of people don't know that.
Those damn Chinese coming down and murdering.
It really was.
James, why would we have 3 battle groups, aircraft carrier battle groups in an area just to say boo? I don't think so, man. I think we might be on, is it the precipice? Is that the word? Where you're at the very beginning, the just about ready to step off the edge, and we could be at war.
So I want to change something just so we're going to get into military because tomorrow's Veterans Day, and we're going to honor that.
Absolutely.
Here, with those. But I did want to say one more thing. This is not strange things in the news. This is just news. Tonight's the Sahaba. Okay, this is probably going to make some people mad, but that's what I do on here. Have you noticed there's been a prolific rash?
Prolific?
Rash. It's kind of funny the way to say that. Of stories about sexual misconduct, but every male under the sun in the entertainment world. C.K. Lewis or Louis C.K.
Yeah.
Basically says, yes, I sexually misconduct during this time of this. Look at Kevin Spacey. He's getting nailed with a cross.
You know, the sad thing is,
about the crap
every single one of them have. Every single guy in Hollywood, every single actor did. It's a freaking joke. I'm saying it's wrong, yeah, but let's face it. Everybody knew about the casting couch. Everybody knew the Hollywood culture, that it was, how do I get it? How do I read for a part? How do I get a part? I mean, come on. You haven't known that for decades.
So,
I mean,
I'm not saying it's right, but also
I'm not saying it's right either, bro.
I think this is the part that's going to make some people mad, that the females should also take some responsibility.
James, you're going to bury your ass up to your neck and with fire ant hill. Look at Cat's like, joke?
I was trying to say is,
you got to be careful, man.
About racism.
Ex-nay, this name snay. I'm just saying.
I mean, it seems like, I know.
I know, bro. Listen, all right, how about this? It's 10:56. I'm helping you out by kind of pushing you out the door. So, folks, listen, we got another hour show here on Strange Things Radio. So, don't go anywhere. Hang out with us. We only do this once a week, every Friday night from 10 to 12 a.m. James, how could people, if they're listening, wanted to say hello? Eric's the one who said it's a freaking joke. What? Did I?
I don't know. I think we're just gonna walk.
We're gonna
back walk.
We're gonna walk back. You walk back.
Whole little conversation.
Yes, you started it, man. You got to fucking start it. I'm just asking anyway, folks.
Strange Things Radio at gmail.com.
Okay.
Strange Things Radio Network is on our Facebook, and for those now who want to Twitter, even twice as many Twitters if you could twit before, Host is Strange. So we're going to take a small break because I think we definitely jumped the shark.
Shark-infested waters. Oh, my gosh. She's pissed.
So we're going to move on, take a small little break, and we will come back with conspiracy theories and other delightful military stuff that we're going to talk about.
That's right. And
This is
just so
strange.
you know, go.
This is Strange Things Radio. We'll be right back.
Put on a happy face.
Strange Things Radio. 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 Strange Things Radio.
You damn straight, Lily Lou. It's Strange Things Radio here on the Para X Network, the flagship station of, yes, the two Looney Tunes of Florida town. Right, James?
Yeah.
I know, man. Listen, if people are going to say you're nuts, embrace it. What the hell, man? I had one person sat there and said I was batshit crazy. I was like, what? Really?
You said the
I'm
S
just
word.
I'm just a little different. That's all, man. All right, I like to talk about, UFOs and ghosts and things like that, and talk about what I consider the spirit world, even though it's more demonic. There's no human ghosts.
Good Lord.
Dude, I had to throw that out there, man. You think I wouldn't do that? I mean, So, where
For those
is
who
it-
don't
where-
know,
yes.
I didn't really have dinner tonight, so I'm hungry. So I'm going to be snacking on some leftover pizza.
What did you just say?
Leftover pizza.
Really?
It's okay, pizza.
What is it? Was it? It's not that other way. It's,
it's not the other
Red
good
Baron. It's a red. It was the stuff that was on sale at Publix. I almost got a couple.
I think it might have been Red Baron, which
yeah,
is okay.
they're bogos. Yeah, it's not bad. It's pizza.
But- So, tonight's show. First, I want to thank all the veterans out
Oh
there
my gosh, man! Absolutely.
who has
Good,
served time.
Good for you, bro. Thank
served
you.
time like it's a military sentence,
Well, I'll tell you, man.
but has served our country in doing a duty.
Hey, Rain decided to bring a shower.
Here we go. So, again, thank you very much for all our veterans.
Yes.
My grandfather was a veteran. My father was a veteran.
Oh my gosh.
I was not, and I was. People weren't happy in my family about me
well,
because I was supposed to go to. I was supposed to go to the Navy, and I did.
Dude, I couldn't see you as a squid. I'm just telling you that right now, man. First of all, I get seasick. All right, and I'd be out to sea for a couple weeks, and have to eat a green hot dog. They do serve green hot dogs. They're just right, almost at the point where you can get what is it, ptomaine poisoning? What's the poisoning where you get? Yeah, so eating bad food. So I couldn't do that. I would never have been able to be in the Navy. But I got to tell you something. I got to tip my hat to all veterans, folks. All you have to do is watch a war movie and put yourself in that person's place. Being in a foxhole, being behind a building, and you're hearing the whizzing of bullets, hearing explosions. Come on. These people, when they say they serve our country, that's exactly what they do. They serve our country. And, James, we've talked about possible end-time scenarios. We've talked about EMPs. We've talked about invasions, possibly, the enemies around the world. You know who protects us? Our military. Our
I was gonna say a
Army,
smart
our
ass remark,
Navy,
but I didn't.
Air Force, Marines, right? And those that have served, the veterans that have been there serving, God bless them, man. And I'm not going to, there's a certain part of this population that loathes them, that show disrespect when they refuse to stand for the national anthem. Give me a frickin' break, you
Hold on.
millionaire wussies.
But are they okay?
What are you going to say? What are you going to say? What? I'm just curious. What are we going to say?
I don't think you can connect them that.
James, all right, I'm just saying, if you want to protest fine. After the game, when there's no cameras, you and your buddies want to go out and throw your fist in the air, okay, fine. But when, the national anthem is played, I think you should show respect, because that national anthem, that flag represents.
I agree there.
Okay. That's all I'm going to say.
I totally.
Look, Kat's like, oh, please. It was not about veterans.
But real quick,
Cat, can I ask you a question? You know what? Cat wants to get into a cat fight.
by the way,
Yes.
what's it today? Marks the 25th anniversary of Rage Against the Machine's album, which is the first album they released.
You were a big fan, weren't you?
I'm still a big fan. And I also love Rage the Prophet. Prophet
Who?
of Rage. So the Prophet of Rage is...
What are they, like heavy, like death metal?
Well, no, actually they're... Because, uh-oh. Hold on.
Cat's throwing down. She's throwing down.
So, Prophet of Rage is made up of members from Cypress Hill, Rage Against the Machine, another guy.
Cypress Hill, weren't they Insane in the Membrane?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
And again, Rage Against the Machine.
See, and see, folks, this is James.
Prophet of Rage.
This is the skipper who, when he's driving the boat, won't let Gilligan listen to Jack. I might
Chuck D.
Chucky D.
Yep. So,
I'm trying to remember who Chuck D was. He was a rapper, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Public Enemy. That's the one I was
Oh,
thinking.
Public Enemy.
So you've got.
Wait, is that the guy with the freaking clock? What was
DJ
his name?
Lord and rapper Chuck D and rapper B. Real of Cypress Hill. Also, and then the guitarist and drummer and backup vocalist from Rage Against the Machine.
And you ask
Audio
folks,
Slave.
ask folks what this has to do with paranormal. Everything, because you have to be possessed to put a band together like that.
No
Insane,
way. They're
Insane
just-
in the Membrane. I'm just saying they are
I
insane in the
love
membrane.
it, dude. That's one of my favorite albums. I have that album right here on my phone. Occasionally, I will click on a little bit Cypress Hill and just
What was that? Just another bomb track, boom track. Rah, what, Rah? Now you got to explain it, Rod. I'm not sure.
I didn't know Rah was listening.
Well, he's just like just another bomb track.
Oh, I believe that's a.
Do you know what he's talking about?
Yeah, that's
Is it a cut from an album?
Yeah, it's from.
Dude, you guys have the
Rage
same
Against the Machine.
same musical taste, and you didn't even freaking know that, James. You should know that. These are one of our fellow hosts. Wait, why does it see that I'm offline? Do you see that Strange E is offline?
Yeah.
Now, how can that be? I'm not offline.
Oh,
I
yeah. I
reconnect.
forgot.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and reconnect. I watched. There'll be a bunch of things that said.
So, I just want to say that real quick. They are also might be getting inducted into the Hall of Fame. I love Rage Against the Machine. I love the new Prophets of Rage. So these are a lot of political.
Insane Clown Posse. Oh yeah, dude.
Sorry, folks. You're getting the rougher side of James.
Jen kind of perked her ears up when, yeah, you know.
Insane. Oh, I love Insane.
Oh my gosh.
ICP. Sorry.
Did you just put your fist in the air?
ICP,
Are you
dude.
freaking kidding me? Who are you saluting, man? It's just you, me, and the dog and the crickets. Folks, I walk in, right? I walk into James' house. I'm sitting there, and I see this container, and I'm looking in, and it's like clear, and I see these things crawling around. I'm like, James, you need to call the Orkin man, my friend. And you know what it is? It's his container of crickets for Lily Lou's bearded dragon.
Astrid is her name. She's getting bigger and bigger.
Dude, listen, don't choke on that pizza, because I'll do the Heimlich, but I'm going to feel weird doing it. So I'm just saying. So chew your food good. Remember, 20. So go 1, 2, 3. Make sure you chew your food good, young man. Chew your food good.
By the way, I
Yes.
just want to refer back to something real quick.
Is it paranormal, dude? Because we really haven't talked much paranormal. And I know I'm going to hear something. See, I don't care for any of the bands y'all mentioned, but I support your right to play and listen to them. Go Miracle? Miracle? Do you know who she's
I
talking
have no idea.
Wait, is that like Menudo? Is that like
Oh my
Menudo?
God, Menudo.
Dude, is that like one of the other bands? You had
don't know.
Menudo and then Miracle. What? She probably has posters of Menudo up in her bedroom. Listen, Kat. Listen, I'm sorry. It's okay if you like Menudo. There's nothing wrong with digging
Do you know
Menudo.
what kinds of music I listen to? So I listen to
Not good music like I listen to.
I also
I'm
love
just saying.
Southern rap music.
Really?
Oh, I love Southern
So
rap.
is that like y'all walked into the barn and I sat there and wong 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 dang dang da dang da dang dang America. Wait, so engineer, you know what she's talking about? America,
I have no. Unless she's
I
talking
thought
about
it
the
was
Southern. Well, sometimes you hear
maybe that's the English translation of Menudo.
no. It's
I think
you
so,
never heard of
man.
a country boy going, "I love me some America right here." You just get me a gun, and I'm safe right
Are
here
they
in
talking
America.
about weed? They're talking about weed.
America is like
America's weed.
It's a Southern.
They're Southern name for weed.
I don't. AKA
Is that
United States.
AKA
In other words, America is like slang for America.
Ah, gabish.
So,
I'm
hold
sorry. See, Kat, I'm not hip, man. Wait, Sprakinzy English. Speak as he he just combined two languages.
Yeah.
Engineer, I got to tell you, man, it's okay. You weren't here last week, but I'm not going to hold that against you anyway.
So, but I listen to all kind of music, but I don't know how that popped in. Oh, because Rage Against the Scene is a very politically charged band.
Rage Against Scene? That's what you
Rage
said.
Against them.
You said Rage Against Scene.
I can't talk to
like, dude, is that the other
So let's get back.
Menudo's other band?
So let's get down and dirty about our
I don't
topic
know.
tonight.
Sorry, I won't say Menudo anymore.
Okay. Dirty secrets of the Korean War. So we're going to talk about, it's called The America's Lost Forgiven, The America's Forgiven.
Oh, James,
Oh, good Lord.
you had to eat the frickin' pizza.
I'm just
You know
hungry.
your blood sugar is high. So you were going to talk.
America's Forgotten War. Mm-hmm. So this is some of the things that they talk about that people don't really talk about the Korean conflict. That's really what it was. It wasn't a war because I believe, if I'm right, Congress has to declare it a war.
Yeah.
Congress never declared it a war. They considered a conflict.
Yeah.
But, the Korean conflict.
Yeah.
I believe I'm double check that because I think.
What, man,
I'm
James?
just declaring something. That's all. Okay, so here's some of the secrets.
Right, it was a police action.
Thank you. Yes. So was Vietnam. So let's see. They had biological warfare.
See, and Rain's just like, excuse me, Korean War is not forgotten at all. No, he doesn't mean it like that, I don't believe. Right, James?
A lot of people, what happens is a lot of times people will go
when you
for
talk about the wars, like World War II,
World War
I,
World War II,
Revolutionary War,
and
Civil
then
War.
Vietnam, right? People have a tendency to kind of jump over the Korean. It's getting more press now because of what's happening with North Korea. But for a long time, people just kind of like, oh, that was just a little skirmish kind of thing. So a lot of times, I was reading this whole article. I don't know if I want to get that deep into this article, but it was just interesting that it just didn't.
Dude, this is the only thing, man.
And
I think we're gonna have an issue with Korea before we have an issue with Russia, with China, with Iran, with anybody. And I think for this point in time to have the president that we have in office and a country that's on the verge of getting nuclear weapons and the means to deliver them, that makes it an existential threat to the United States, we might just do something. I mean, that's it. Oh, you mean glossed over like Cuban Missile Crisis? No?
yes,
Well-
that's what they're saying. People don't talk about at least here in Florida, they do more because we were right here. But excuse me, folks. But one of the things that was in the Korean conflict was biological warfare. It says basically the U.S. Army's deployment of the biological weapons in the North Korean and China during the Korean War is our ugly suppressed history. Allegedly, Americans' biological war was first made by North Korea in May of 1951.
So they attacked first with it.
Right.
Well, James, look at it, man. You just release it and let it do its thing. You
Yep.
don't have to put people in harm's way. You know, I mean, I sit there and I think of like nerve gas or mustard gas. Did you see some of the video?
What about ketchup gas?
Is it Hunt's?
Yes.
Okay, I don't know, folks.
I'm sorry, folks.
Listen,
I looked over and my wife was shaking her head like, you're a freaking idiot.
Well, no, she doesn't understand that you're five pieces in, five slices of pizza in. You haven't offered me one.
Dude,
No, I
that's
didn't
all
ask.
there
Wait,
is.
did I ask for one? Did I ask for one? I didn't ask for one. Would have been nice to be offered one. I'm
But
saying.
there
I didn't
wasn't
know.
one.
I didn't want one. I'm just saying.
It was leftovers from leftovers.
Yeah. Well, you know, yeah, dude,
There's a pizza chicken here, too.
come on. You've never had couch pizza or sofa pizza. Now, when you hear that, what do you think? You immediately think of the what was it? The Hangover. That was a great movie, man. Uh-oh, here comes Kat. Folks, you can't mess with the feline of Strange Things Radio because she'll like, she's just like during World War II, chlorine and
World War
What did I say? I don't have my glasses. Gases were released from canisters on the battlefield and dispersed by the wind. These chemicals were manufactured in large quantities by the turn of the century and were deployed as weapons during the protracted period of French warfare. Yeah. Yeah, and now they sit there and say, "Ooh, oh, yeah, but
Cats, you're
Rain's
absolutely
like that." In Korean War, they used napalm. In Vietnam, they used Agent Orange.
Yep.
But napalm, I think that was the worst, man. I mean, you get that on your skin and it just burns you. Oh
Yep.
my gosh!
And Kat, you're absolutely right. Chemical warfare has been used since we discovered chemicals. So that's chemical
And
warfare
James,
is horrible.
this is the thing. Wait, the Battle of Limburger, engineer. Limburger cheese, the gas from dude. You don't get the guy's humor already,
It's great,
man.
but I'm a
Please.
little slow. I'm not quite as smart as
No,
he
you know
is.
what it is? You decide to eat 5 or 6 of those freaking pieces of pizza with a prelude of cookies and some other snackers that you
I know I
had
went
before.
backwards. I had my dessert first.
Which, what's wrong with that? I'm just saying. See, this is the thing, folks. November is like one of my favorite months out of the year. People could argue, well, it's Christmas because of the spiritual feelings, the songs, the lights, the Christmas lights, holly. Did you
see that news that Christmas music makes people crazy?
Yeah, they say don't listen to it early because it will get inside you and remind you what you have to do, everything that's going to be happening towards Christmas. Dude, really? I mean, when I hear chestnuts on what is it? That's called the Christmas song.
Nuts,
Yeah.
roasting on an open fire.
James, X-nay the saying we get beep day. I'm telling ye.
But I think
no
that's I
sing
think I can sing that song.
No, that's. But I
Isn't
think
that-
I think
who
in that
owns
I
the
think
chestnut song?
that's Nat King Cole. That's a Christmas song. It's called the Christmas song, is what it's called.
But she's been dead like 50 years, right?
She, Nat King,
No,
Nat
I was thinking
King
of his
Cole.
daughter.
His
Natalie.
daughter's still alive, isn't she?
Yes, he sings it.
Yeah.
But-
So yeah, man, and so when I think of songs like that, I think of Rain's like holiday music too early bums me out. Holidays too early. I don't know, man. If I hear like rocking around the Christmas tree or the one that One Row Rudolph, the one that did Johnny Be Good, Chuck.
Norris?
No, damn who? Chuck Berry.
Thank you.
Run, Rudolph. Come on, man. You don't dig that tune?
Oh, I love those
I mean,
songs.
that won't bother me. That won't bum me out. What bums me are the sentimental songs that remind you of your childhood. And, Christmas was always a magical time, man. I mean, it was just like, it was just, I always thought my dad was there, when we would have Christmases and, Christmas Eve and just the beauty of it. And I dig it. Here, hold on. Christmas songs in area domain. Yeah, see. Yeah, no, I think Kat is sitting there saying, even though it's out in the domain, it's still copyrighted, so you can't sing it, buddy. Don't sing it. Wait. Love his play on the Amish. That's the second or third Scooby in one night, man. I'm just saying. Tina, what do you mean love his play on the Amish? Did I just say something about the Amish? I didn't say. The only thing the one thing I love, Amish Paradise. What, Tina? What? Oh, the Chipmunk song on the list. Love the Chipmunk song. The fifth thing of Christmas, that's such a pain for me. I want Transformers for... No, I want the chick. What's the chick's name from the Transformers? She was so frickin' hot.
Megan Fox.
Megan Fox, yeah. How apropos her last name is. Amish Paradise. That's what I think. That's what he's saying. I think that's what he's singing, right? Where, yeah.
Now, according to this list that they just put, public domain stats of 76 very popular Christmas songs, which is, it sounds like these are public. Below the list, the 78 songs belong along with the year, the publication, and public domain status. The second list separates out the public domain Christmas songs. The third list shows only the copyrighted Christmas songs that are not in public domain. So, one of them, being one of my all-time favorites Christmas songs is, and don't ask me why we're talking about this now, we should be talking about it 3 weeks before, is Little Drummer Boy. Dun, 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 dun,
Dude,
dun,
did you
dun,
ever
dun,
see
dun,
when David Bowie and Bing Crosby did a duet together?
Oh, yeah.
My gosh, man, that's one of that classic.
All right.
Here, rain, rain. Megan Fox is a hottie, but also a
All right.
Dewey, you got to read what he said, though, man.
Okay. And
You
then
got to
we're
read.
gonna get
You
back to-
got to read what Rain said, man. I would not repeat that. I would not say that. But those in the chat room, I'm sure, got an eyeful. Anyway, uns the Christmas songs you will not play.
Okay. Back to our conspiracy theory, military
Gosh,
stuff.
man. My head is swimming right now, dude.
I'm sorry.
No, it's because I'm get this out of here.
Okay.
Because I'll just keep doing it.
I'm a
man.
pusher.
No, I'm a joker. I'm a smoker.
okay.
I'm a midnight toker. I dropped down the chimney on Christmas Eve. You didn't hear that one, man?
All right. Next. Hitler.
Next. Oh, jeez. Dude, you realize it's 11:24. We're going to sit there and get into Hitler right away? You want it?
We can come back after the
Go,
break.
look at Tina's like, ghost. Folks, I must say, though, and Tina's right, ghosts. One of my favorite
Hooga.
movies, one of my favorite movies of all time is the 1938 version of A Christmas Carol. It's so cheesy, but the acting is kind of, it's just, I don't know why it is. And I think the reason why that movie, and let's face it, folks, there's certain things about Christmas, the smells, the snow, the songs. I don't know if it bums me out, man, or makes me feel bad. I mean, if anything, I like this period of the year. I mean, I like to sing, man. Somebody needs to write a new Christmas song about Santa getting stuck in a chimney. Yeah. The white man with his beard got his ass stuck in a chimney. Right? Was that all right? No?
We'll work on it.
Dude, really? You're not going to give me a little bit of credit on that? All right, now, folks, this is Strange Things Radio. We have another half-hour show. So those that have decided to hang out with us tonight, glad you're here. Stay with us. We got another half hour of fun and frivolity only here at Strange Things Radio. Don't go away, folks. We'll be right back.
Strange Things Radio. 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 Strange Things Radio.
Strange Things Radio, Friday night, last half hour of the show. James like, dude, we took a 6-minute break, and I'm like, all right, every now and then we got to take a 6-minute break, okay? And so me being the sweet guy that I think I am, decided to let Duke out and let him do his little spray. Contribute to the fertilization of that green grass of home. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? No? Did you say no?
Yes. No.
I was yes, no? Well, come on, man.
Who knows?
Wait, I think this song comes with a flying carpet. You know, Tina, I've missed you, darling. I'm glad that you're back. James, were we not asking about Tina Marie?
Oh, we were.
We were like, where's Tina, man? Like, Tina Marie, where you hiding, darling? So I'm glad. Slowest carpet ride I ever saw. Oh, my gosh. Anyway, so tonight we have been talking about strictly, nothing paranormal. We've tried to be paranormal. I mean, I guess we're all paranormaled out right now with the way Halloween. I mean, my gosh, James, we talked about Ouija boards. We talked about witches. We talked about goblins. Didn't we talk about our favorite 50s and 60s horror show movie?
Yeah.
Bela Lugosi and
We got
Lon
into that.
Chaney. I mean, we were sitting there talking. So, I mean, we're sorry, folks, if we're not knee deep into EVPs. James, what the hell was that?
Come here.
Come in. We're going to talk military conspiracy, okay? We're going to talk, let's just say, we are going. You know what, James? I have something. No, because you always freak out when I bring anything up about the Bible. So I won't, because I don't want you to say anything. I don't want the chat roomies, our strangelings that hang out with us.
What were you going to say?
Well, I was going to talk about the Bible basically foretold of Alexander the Great and described how his four generals split up the world, and that's all I had to say about that. Wait, that was a little Forrest Gumpy, wasn't it? You know Forrest Gump's house was haunted. You know why? It was an old Civil War. Remember, James?
I'm trying to
Folks,
remember.
He was looking at me like it was like he was looking through me, like he was seeing something that was unhealthy, unsomething.
But we were going to get into Hitler and the A-bomb.
Let's talk. All right.
So, in a book that was written back in, I think, 2005, Berlin historian Rainer Kalask.
Oh, James.
I tried. I
Dude,
got the Carl part.
remember
and the
something.
Carl.
That's it.
Carl something,
I've
something.
heard about that.
SCH.
I've heard about
How do
that.
you say SCH?
Shh.
Okay, he basically claims that Nazi Germany almost achieved similar results with only half full of citizens. So what happened was, the Manhattan Project
Right.
costs roughly what would equal out to $30 billion in today's money
Okay.
to come up with, and they only had half the physicists
Yeah.
to work on, but they were very, very close.
Dude, think about it. A lot of them were Jews that ran out of Germany. I mean, let's face it. Einstein wasn't French. I mean, and
This is very true.
But
wasn't he against? Well, he originally was against doing any kind. There was a TV series on the History Channel called Genius.
I don't
It was
remember
Einstein.
when he got out. And the sad thing is they had a movie about the guy in his life not too long ago.
Right, on the
so we
History
should
Channel.
notice.
It was
Yeah.
a whole series. It was really, really interesting. I mean,
Well,
by
here's-
the way, he was, he would have been, in today's society, he would have gotten accused of sexual harassment. Just saying.
Damn, man, James has got a little bit of a burr up his cojones today. Damn.
It seems like I'm just going to go back on this just for a
Here
moment.
he goes.
Just for a second.
Dude, I know,
But it seems
man.
like every Weinstein, wiener meaner guy, I don't know. Just
Wiener,
seems-
meaner. It would have been better if you said meaner wiener.
That'd have been
okay.
good,
That
yeah.
would have been fine.
But this seems like lately, it's like all the women are jumping on men about sexual harassment. And it just seems, and I don't know. and everyone and women say, well, if you had been hit on all the time like we are, you would have felt the effects. I have been hit on plenty of times by gay people, and so I definitely know the feeling. But it's no big deal. I kind of take it as a compliment.
Well, dude,
You know?
the freaking tight corduroys and the half T-shirt are a dead giveaway.
I mean,
Or the way you
I'm a bear. What am I gonna say?
Listen, or when they take the T-shirt and tie it up in a knot so it's
I
showing
don't
their
think the gays.
navel.
I don't think they do that anymore. But-
Okay.
But according to this particular book, they say Hitler was extremely close. It says he basically during World War II, explosive experts experimented with hollow charges, estimating hollowed out devices were extremely high penetration force. The success of the bazooka is based on this effect, and again, the German guy, I can't say his name, believed he could apply it to nuclear weapons. He assumed that enough energy from a nuclear fusion will release if two hollow charges were aimed at each other. And then it says the theory deserves serious consideration. However, and I can't pronounce the dude's name, never claimed to have tested the theory in practice.
Now, these were guys that came out of Nazi Germany, right?
Right, they were this physicists and were working on their A-bomb.
Was it now? This is the thing. When did they get out? Because let's face it. Do you realize? I do believe it was the Germans that first had a jet airplane. You know that, don't you?
Yes.
So if they were that much closer, technologically wise, if they would have kept those physicists and they would have done their thing and created the bomb, hello, goodbye.
Who said that?
Wait, that was an old Steppenwolf song. Big and Banger, Lawan Boomer. What? Engineer.
Well, hold on, we'll get it back. So Kate said in the chat room, so James, do you pick your outfits for work on the basis of, does this make me look promiscuous?
Promiscuous.
So is this shirt cut too low or not low enough? So I pick out, here's how I pick out my clothes.
Kat, I just have to ask you, does that include assless chaps? Because he wears that on a regular basis.
So there's two outfits I'll wear.
Assless chaps.
No.
And your leather G. And I'm like, and Jen's just like, really, James? Really? Really?
I have two outfits.
Well, honey, that's how I'll sell a lot of houses like that.
This is true.
Yeah.
I have my dress-up outfit, which
This is
consists
true.
of dress shoes, jeans, and a nice polo shirt.
Nah, you got those one slacks that you wear.
Yeah.
So,
And then my other normal outfits, what I'm wearing now, is a pair of shorts, a T-shirt,
He's not kidding, folks.
and then socks and
We're
socks and
walking.
tennis shoes.
We're walking out of Wings and things. I'm like, James, you gonna go home and change? No, I'm going right now. I'm gonna go see a client. I'm like, James, what are you doing? All you need are flip flops, my friend, and that white stuff that you put under your eyes so you don't get sunburned.
That's right. So, and I
See
do
what
have
happens,
some. I do
folks?
have some Cuban shirts, the big type of shirts. So, but no, I do not dress to make sure I don't look too sexy. But
See, this is the thing. Look at Rain. Rain's just like, hey, I pick my outfits going out based on weather. It makes me look sexy, I guess. Is that the same?
listen, I know that men should not hit on women as much as they do.
Dude, why are you
I
are
don't-
fixated on this,
Just
man?
because, you know, what
like
happened
you're
to C.K.
checking out.
Lewis and just everything. It seems like
Who
today.
the hell is that guy? I have no idea.
He's a
who the hell-
comedian. I don't really
Is that
like
that?
him.
Is that midget king from the
No, CK
medieval thing?
No. C.K. Lewis. He's a big comedian.
C.K. Lewis.
Yeah.
Oh wait, is that the guy that talks like that? That guy?
Well,
I think.
he's got he's got shows.
Look,
I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. He's a comedian.
This is the thing. The Rat Pack back in the 60s, do you think they were chauvinistic? Do you think they had a...
Frank Sinatra sure was.
Well, Frank Sinatra, please.
And I heard he was hung like a horse.
All of... James, I would never be really curious about the hungness of a one blue eyes Frank Francis Sinatra.
Just read a report for some
Dude,
women who slept
dude,
with him and said, But you want to go back to Hitler? It might be a
Dude,
little
I'm
bit
just
easier.
saying we went from Hitler to Frank Sinatra to hung like a horse to the Amish Christmas song.
Okay, real quick, right? So, according to this book, another piece of evidence, like that this guy cites is in March 1945, Soviet military espionage reports. According to the report, which cites a reliable source, the Germans detonated 2 large explosives in Thuringia, Thuringia,
Yeah.
something like that. The bombs the Soviet spies wrote presumably contained uranium-235, material used in nuclear weapons, and produced a highly radioactive effect. Prisoners of war housed at the center of the destinations were killed. In many cases, their bodies were completely destroyed.
Wow. Well, but see, this is the thing, James. They might have been close in that respect, but wasn't it Goddard? Wasn't Goddard? Who were the guys, the famous Rocketeers, the ones that came
Mickey
over?
Mouse?
No, man, no. Those are Mouseketeers,
Oh,
dude.
sorry.
Get him right, man. No, what was his name? Was it Goddard? Was it Von Braun, Goddard, the guys that created the rockets and stuff. So, yeah, they might have been able to do like an early
Von Braun.
Werner von Braun. Yeah, but wasn't there also a Goddard? Wasn't there another Goddard engineer? I thought, wait. When it grosses any you men's mind, but the group of women walking towards you might be a possible danger, then maybe there'll be an understanding. That shouldn't happen either. Cat, listen. I mean, ma'am, I was going to say honey, but then I probably would have been chastised for that. Yeah.
That's right.
I would have been smacked upside the chops. So
Well, I know. No,
No,
I'm just saying, you're absolutely
dude,
right. I just
she
think-
is, I'm telling you, she's just like, mess with me. Wait, hold on. Goddard and the U.S. rocket. Okay, he was a U.S. Okay. Beer factory explosion. I think that's what he's taught. What is that what you're talking about there, Joe?
Beer factory explosion.
He's saying beer factory explosion. Is that what they called it, or is he talking about he wishes he was in a beer factory explosion? I don't know, James. See what you do, James?
I'm
See,
sorry.
you cause people to sit there and go off
We
on
have
tangents.
a completely fragmented
Dude, do you know the
TV
funny
show.
the funny thing at TV show? You know the funny thing is usually the listeners are trying to figure out what the hell we're talking about. We're like, now what the hell are they talking about, man? We got Kat that's sitting there saying, when it crosses any of you men's mind,
Well, it didn't help that
see,
I poked
now-
the bear on that one. I
oh,
did.
and you know what?
I should've stuck with us,
She's a
so.
very pretty. Wait, can you say a woman's pretty now without being called sexist?
I think so.
It's what James described as griminy. Griminy? I don't know. Joe,
You know what just popped in my head?
what?
I know I want to get sacrificed for this one. Don't ask me why it popped in my head, but that song by, what's his, she's a very freaky girl. The kind who takes your mother.
Super freak?
Yeah!
Super freak, James? Oh my gosh, James.
It popped
James,
in my
you know
head.
what? This has got to be one of those shows that we have to. We know when we go and we
We mean-
label our shows for archive. What are we going to say it was?
Do not release to the public.
Folks, listen. This is the thing. Oh, and we might as well, and this is the thing. Sometimes we have these kind of shows, folks. I mean, we meant because earlier tonight I was talking to James. I'm like, was not Nuke. It was. Oh, never mind. Sorry. No, Joe. No, it's cool. No, you don't need to apologize, man. We're just trying to. It was not Nuke. Was okay. I'm trying to remember. Oh, now it's on, James. Cat's gonna whoop your ass, man. I'm trying. No, Joe. No, it's cool, man. I'm just trying to.
Which was in Germany.
It was in
James-
Germany. Described in Germany. What James described happened in Germany.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
So I was reading an article about this, and I was just, honestly, folks, we were trying to come up with some kind of military / conspiracy kind of theory. I was going to get into other things. One of them was, and I had it up, and stupid ass me went and turned off the tab. What was that? Oh, recently, the newest conspiracy military. What was it called? Jed Hum, or I got to go get it now.
James,
Oh, my
engineer
God.
goes, best figure eight demon derby race I've ever listened to in a while. Cat is taking on everybody now. I know, Tina. She's pissed, man.
Jade
She's
Helm.
got the talent. What?
JHELM 15. JADEHELM 15. Remember, you know what that is?
No.
Okay, this happened a few years ago. It's what it is. It's military exercises. Let me see. Let me get to. Hold on. Let me get it for you, folks. I'm getting it right
Look
here.
at Cece's like, James!
What?
Jade Helm, engineer says, yeah, but Cece's like, James! She screamed at you, so you must have did something to piss her off. Dude,
I'm
this is
sorry.
the thing. You're pissing off the ladies tonight, James, and we love our ladies, right? So we got to be very cool,
sorry. I
and
just-
you got to watch what you say, man. I mean, you know how
Get a little flared up. Sorry.
but I understand that. Wait, dude, where's my tank?
Where's my tank?
I love doing this show, folks. You know that, man. I'll tell you why. Because we really hook up with cool people, man. Those people that listen to other forms of media, I got to be careful about what I say, but those of you that are not part of the chat room should really get on the chat room and hang out with us and talk with us, man, because we meet some of the coolest people, and we love these people that stop by and range like Cat. I had a one-night stand one night. Then next night, after the lady insinuating that if I did not make this into a relationship, she was going to claim it was non-consensual, consensual. James, you got me doing it, man. Even though she was at my place, she came by with her friend and chose to stay. James, you opened up a frickin' Pandora's box. You know that, don't you?
And this,
That's why I sat there. James, don't go there, man.
I'm sorry.
Don't go there. And you're just like, no, I'm going to go there. I'm like, James, I'm telling you, man, you're going to sit there and step in Bigfoot poop, and then he's going to choke you and throw you off a cliff.
All right, so we're going to go back to J-Helm real quick, since we only have 9 minutes of the show left. So basically, the Army calls J-Helm as standard training operation for unconventional warfare, right? And then this happened a few years ago, and I still think it's still poking around.
Unconventional warfare?
Yeah, it's training up. So again, the idea is they move military operations
Dude, I
around.
picture hot chicks in helmets and guns when you say that.
Look at this: a hurricane dome in Florida in
I'm gonna get in
2012.
So much trouble.
A structure that's being built in part with money from FEMA.
That'd be kind of cool, dude.
Bluebell ice cream trucks.
Oh, please.
Well,
the best
they're-
ice cream in the world is
They're
Bluebell.
saying they're using them to help move corpses around.
Now you just freaking got me sick, man. Are you telling me the same truck that carried corpses now is full of my strawberry Bluebell, and now I can't? James,
Also-
why do you got to ruin things, man, by saying stuff like
So,
that?
also a handful of, according to this, the world's largest retailer has become an essential element in any Jade Helm conspiracy site. A handful of Walmarts, 2 in Texas and 1 in Florida, California, and Oklahoma, suddenly closed in April for 6 months. The company's saying they need to make plumbing repairs. There actually are 2 groups of conspiracy theories, with note that the city officials in the city said Walmart wasn't filing permits for repairs, according to a Florida ABC affiliate. One group expressed doubt is organized labor. Some of the closings were allegedly punitive and retaliatory measures against workers against better wages and rights. Again, I know. Sorry, these are just theories about. What do you want me to say, dude?
James, I'm still trying to figure out what the hell you're talking about, man. I'm waiting for Ghost, Bigfoot, Nessie,
Jade Helm.
or
J-Helm is where the military is moving around groups of people, and certain Walmarts are
Loch
helping
Ness
out.
Monster, Champ,
It's a conspiracy theory, right? Military conspiracy theory
Werewolf,
stuff.
Dracula.
All right, that's
Dude,
enough.
no, I'm just like, yeah, but no. And see, this is the thing. I dig the fact that you're trying to keep continuity, James. But we both know 4 minutes out of the end of the show
4-6.
that we basically, the only strangeness about the topics that we talked about was us. Okay? For one, you alienated our sweeties, right? The chicks, the strange chicks, the chicklings, if you will,
Chickettes.
the chickettes, the Chickamolas, the Chickatalas.
How would you say it's changeling female?
Strange Link Radio. Strange thing. No, okay. Dude, I guarantee you we're going to get an email from somebody that's going to sit there and say, really, you had to sit there and what was this, masculinity night? No, dude, no, it's not. And I just called her a dude. I'm sorry, folks. Look, this is dealing with two tired hosts, that put in some serious hours. I really didn't get a good nap. James didn't either. He's been yawning the whole time, and I'm just like, James, that's the 15th time. No wonder I'm doing yawns during the breaks. So, but, so we decided, hey, James is like, yeah, let's do something on military. And I'm like, all right, cool. So what do we end up talking about? How a bazooka is a phallic symbol. All right? A bazooka is a phallic symbol. And I guarantee you, Kat's going to be like, what? What did you just say? CC will be dinging us going, oh, my gosh. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you boys say so?
I know.
Tina, I dig you, man. Yes, some women are Kat. The point is there is no punishment or witch hunt on those women. Yeah. See, this is the thing. Oh, all right. There are certain things that I stay out of, okay? I try not to even deal with race. I try not to deal with gender, okay? Now, I will dabble a little in politics because it's so easy. I mean, Hillary was Satan. So you could tell by the horns that were sticking out. She's what?
Okay.
She's strange, and I like it. Right?
No, I was thinking.
What were you thinking, man? Hurry up, because we got 3 minutes to get in there.
The Democrats,
yes,
I feel, do want to help people. They just don't know how to do it right.
I picture a Democrat with his hand in my pocket, okay?
Going zing-a-ling-a-ling. Isn't that a song?
James.
I got a hand in my pocket going zing-a-ling-a-ling.
J.
It is, isn't it?
No honey, no kissy, and now wedding ring.
Right.
We're going to get in so much freaking trouble, James.
You
started it, man.
I know, but I think the Republicans, unfortunately, also cater to the rich.
Oh, my gosh.
They do.
No, please.
Really?
Please.
So this tax reformatory...
First of all, I'm an independent dude, okay? Being independent, it's where it's at. Because then you don't side with the Republicans. You don't side with the...
Off-world.
Wait, this show tonight has been a reenactment of both the Titanic and the Edmund Fitzgerald show. that you for your participation. Wait. Boys' hands in pockets does not sound. See, that's the thing. That's you guys. You guys are the ones making it. We're reacting to what you're saying. Joe was like, I'm out of here. I'm freaking out of here.
No.
Boom, he's gone. He's gone.
Kate brings a good point. She said, and this had nothing to do with strength, but we're just going to get into it. The point is, by and large, few men worry about being overpowered and forced into it. Just the strength thing should never happen to anyone, men or women. And you're absolutely right, Kate. And I totally agree there. You just see when you see. I have a tendency to, like.
We are a minute out, and you're going to sit there and keep yapping.
I'm just saying.
Remember, I Have No Life is coming up after us.
Right. I have a defender of the underdog. It just seems like now there's a lot of witch hunting, and I hate using that word, but a little beating up of guys. Yes, and Kat, you're absolutely right because I have two daughters, and that's a fear of mine, and I've not been drinking too much. I just get the hiccups. All
right, we got to wrap this up, bro. Folks, this is Strange Things Radio. We are here every Friday night from 10 until 12 a.m.
Are you sure they're behind us?
Yes, they're behind us, of course, man.
Are you sure?
I think they're talking about raccoons again tonight, I think. Or possums. Either way, we'll be listening. But, folks, this is Strange Things Radio here on the Para X Network.
Okay.
We'll see you the next time we decide to hang out with you. We love you guys, man. You are a part of the show. Always remember that. So, until we meet again, on behalf of Strange James and Strange Eric, Tag it, James.
Stay strange.
Come on, you got to do better than that.
Okay. La 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 la. Stay strange, folks.